President Trump vowing to usher in a renaissance in American manufacturing. It's a big reason for his global tariff agenda. And recently, Ford Motor Company's CEO Jim Farley thanked the president, saying the tariffs have leveled the playing field for American manufacturers. But just this week, Farley said he's struggling to find the people to fill the new jobs. He says Ford has 5,000 unfilled job openings that offer a six-figure salary. Joining us now to discuss is Nicole Wolter, president of HM Manufacturing. Wolter also sits on the board of the National Association of Manufacturing. Nicole, great to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Nicole, you of all people have your finger on the pulse of American manufacturing. Is it really the case that one company alone is struggling to fill thousands of jobs with six-figure salaries? That's just incredible.
It's not just one, it's many. I can't tell you. We've been struggling since the COVID era. I know I'm not alone in that, and there's definitely other colleagues and other industries as well that are suffering to find skilled help.
Why, Nicole? Why?
Well, manufacturing is not a sexy job. So I would say since the early 80s, when a lot of those manufacturing jobs went overseas, that didn't help things. And in the early 2000s, that also became a big topic where more jobs were going overseas. So manufacturing became a way of the past. And so not everybody was wanting to get into manufacturing. People were nervous that if they did go into manufacturing, maybe they would be laid off. And so I still think from those times, we're really trying to get manufacturing somewhat back off the ground and making it cool again. And so, besides the fact that you do have automation and you do have robotics and there's a lot more engineers, you actually need machinists to be able to run these types of automation and products and technology. And so we're struggling. We're struggling to find that. We're struggling to get apprentices to want to be in that type of program. And I would say the other issue that we're facing is that because you can't find skilled help, you are having poaching, but the other offset of that too is you're seeing consolidation. So you're seeing other manufacturers purchase smaller businesses with already that skilled force so that they can grow and they can expand because you can't find it elsewhere.
I still find it incredible. Six-figure salaries, Nicole, in this economy and in this environment. We know, to your point, Mike Rowe, he's famous for promoting what he calls dirty jobs, especially in the age of AI. Are there people coming to your company or other manufacturers looking for that change in career or a dirty job that they wouldn't have gone for before?
No, not yet. I mean, we're really trying. We go to after the high schools a lot, and we're trying to make their manufacturing programs a little bit more robust in that high school level. We're actively working with your community colleges as well, but not everybody wants to do that, not even with six figures, just because it is a lot of work and it does require a lot of high skills. So when you can go on TikTok and you can get on that creator fund and it's super easy to swipe and scroll and get paid by that, you're seeing more and more people want to do that versus want to actually create a career in manufacturing. So I would say a lot of my industry friends were doing what we can to try to make it cool and popular, to almost like you can be a creator and be a TikTok star by showcasing the type of products you're making, but we're still not there yet.
Well, Nicole, I think you got to get out there and start making TikTok videos yourself. You can inspire a few people to come on board. But this is a big part. This seems like a big a challenge and hurdle for Trump's vision for American manufacturing. Are you confident that these problems will be solved and we'll see that manufacturing revival here in the States?
I'm going to say it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. It is costly to bring on new employees, to create a program where you have apprenticeships. I know he signed an executive order back in April about trying to get more people back into the manufacturing sphere, but it's not going to be a year or 2 year or 3 year ordeal. It's going to take 10, 15 years to try to get the momentum going. So besides having the funds available to be able to do that, we as manufacturers have to go out and promote it as much as we can. In the meantime, though, which is a little bit scary, is because we're not getting the people that want to come into these types of fields, we are having to do more and more automation. So We have been seeing more robotics. We have been seeing things where before you would need a person to, let's say, take a set screw out of a boring bar to be able to put it back into the machine. Now you're seeing automation where that is now a complete turn service, where you're seeing another robotic arm go into the machine and take that piece out where it would require a person. So we have to be very cognizant about not like taking away all the jobs, but we're only limited to what we can. So if we're not getting the people in manufacturing, we do have to use this type of technology to keep manufacturing going. So it is one set of problems after another. So we're really hopeful. I think the tariffs, I know you were mentioning in the other segment, that's helpful. And we're seeing more and more reshoring and getting people excited about manufacturing. So here's hoping that that continues.
It's fascinating. Nicole, how is the Trump administration's immigration policy affecting American manufacturers?
I would say it's hurting it a little bit. It just depends on what side of manufacturing you're on. So if you're more on the food and beverage side, you're kind of getting hit a little bit of ag as well. We're in aerospace and defense, so not at all, just because you have to be a U.S. citizen to be able to produce those products, especially for the DoD. So it just really depends on where you lie in the manufacturing sector.
Interesting. Nicole Wolter, HM Manufacturing. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.